Hi, Collective. Hi, Collective. Welcome to Spirit Guided Oracle. Thank y'all for joining me. I'm here to do another general Oracle reading. And I hope everybody's doing okay. Hope everybody's handling life okay and life is treating you good. Okay, so I've got the tarot card, which I'm going to read the world on this tarot card. I have pulled out of this deck, out of the tarot. What's it called? The Enchanted Dreams, the Tarot of Enchanted Dreams. I'm going to read that one because I pulled it out. I'm going to start pulling out one card and then I'll go into the tarot cards and, pull out some more. The Oracle card that I'm going to read is, and thank you to everybody for your likes and those that have subscribed to my channel. Thank y'all very much. I appreciate it with all my heart. So we've got the littlest fairy out of the Wild Wisdom of the Fairy Oracle. And I haven't done a reading in quite a little while, so I get kind of nervous every time I start another one. So the littlest fairy. Appreciate the beauty and value of the exquisite and small. The littlest fairy. They look so pretty and cute. Appreciate the beauty and value of the exquisite and small. Okay, so that's what I kind of started off wrong. I was supposed to start off with the Oracle and then show y'all the card I was going to read out of the Enchanted Dreams tarot deck. But anyways, this is the world card that I pulled out. Anyways, let me start with, it's number 20. Okay. It says, the littlest fairy. Little things matter. Little things matter. Seeds, subatomic particles, fairy rings, and precious things are often very, very small. And they often are overlooked, go unnoticed, or are judged ordinary due to their lack of size. But such small things have power, magic, and significance far beyond their size. They are gifts from the world of the fairies. And as such, the more you express your gratitude and appreciation for them, the more fairy blessings and magic can enter your life. And those little things are often invisible. So when you draw this card in a reading, be sure to take a look around, both with your physical eyes and with your spirit eye. Have a delicate feel with your fairy fingers. Find what has been given to you and then give thanks for the little things in your life, the tiny things. Make an offering today for the fairies, a thimbleful of milk and honey, and create a fairy bower. Clear a small section of the garden and let it be wild and free. And I hope that's how you spell bower, B-O-W-E-R. So it says, clear a small section of the garden and let it be wild and free. For in that small area they feel at home, more so than amidst the order. This fairy here is protecting her sacred toadstool, a section of the fairy ring that is as important as any other. So today, be on the alert for small signs coming to you from the fairy. Perhaps a fairy ring has sprung up near your home or in your garden. Protect it and leave an offering near it. Fairies are oftentimes tiny, but they are very strong. Fairies are oftentimes tiny, but they are very strong. They stop roadworks destroying sacred rings. They whisper in the ears of earth guardians and wildlife warriors, asking them to protect trees and animals. They, being tiny and often invisible to others, are underestimated and often misunderstood. They are powerful beings, and though some are tiny and appear as little more than a flicker of light from the corner of your eye, or a sense that something just flew behind you, they are strong, wild, and assisting us greatly. So today, notice what is overlooked. Do something small and know that though your life itself may seem small at times, it is a powerful and magical one. And you too can bring many blessings to both the planet and the soul of nature. So no matter how inferior you might feel in this whole world or to a lot of people around you, know that you're very important. Your life may seem small at times, but it is a powerful and magical life that you have. It says, and you can bring many blessings to both the planet and the soul of nature. The butterfly lives for a short time span, a day. So the butterfly lives for a day or so. It says a day. Perfect poems can be small. There are perfect minutes of music just as there are day-long operas. Sometimes there is something exquisite in scaling down what we do and creating something precious and shining in getting closer. So, see what can be reduced in your life and know that it will shine the brighter for this seeming reduction. Divinatory meanings of this card is modesty, a deliciously small sense of scale, miniatures, natural beauties that may only last a few minutes, dew on the grass, a rainbow in a crystal, a brief and gentle breeze on a warm summer's day, a reflection on water, a delicious strawberry, and a flower in bloom, a light moving on the periphery of your vision, signifying fairy contact. All these things are precious. Today make an offering and give thanks for a small treasure within your life. Be generous in your appreciation. Keep things small and beautiful. Something needs to be in miniature to be at the right size. Do not criticize something, a gentle tendril of new plant pushing through soil, for not being large in size yet. So although there's just a little sprout of something growing that has been planted, perhaps you planted an avocado seed or whatever, and you see the little bloom, just tiny. It says don't criticize it for not being large in size yet. It says break down a task into smaller components and take baby steps. Give thanks for each small step along the way. Know that over the magic of time, small things grow. And how do they say? Slow and steady wins the race. So, know that over the magic of time, small things grow. Know that some things are better for being small. They are not meant to become big. They are tiny and they are treasures. Being pushed to make something bigger, louder, and more noticeable. Small is the way to go for now. Look closer and at the detail. Understand the power of gratitude in terms of growth. Know your life is in some way small and very precious because of this. And in the reversed meaning, this card would be underestimating the significance of a small start, overlooking details, being overwhelmed by the big picture, and not understanding its components. So when you start something, of course it's not going to be huge right away. It's going to take a while for it to grow and people to notice whatever it is that you're starting. But before you know it, like a little store when it opens up, sometimes they don't get to be, a huge store overnight, but within time, it starts getting bigger and bigger. Wanting things to be bigger, grander, more, grander, more noticeable, and noticeable is in quotations. So let me read it again. Overlooking details, being overwhelmed by the big picture and not understanding its components. Wanting things to be bigger, grander, more noticeable. Feeling resentment for being overlooked. Wondering if anyone notices the 1,000 small things you do that create a life. Overlooking the small things another does. Walking over or through treasures like fairy rings and destroying something precious. Insensitivity to the little things. There's some people that might go by a store and be like, no, that's just a little bitty store. There can't be anything good in there, Lots of people do that. They want to go somewhere where it's all glamorous and big and beautiful and stuff. But like this story says, no matter how small it is, it's precious and it's very important. It says, but such small things have power, magic, and significance far beyond their size, no matter how small something is. I hope you guys like that. And I'm going to go ahead and read the World card, which is a beginning, an end to something, and a beginning to something else. Okay? And it says, let me let y'all see the page. I hope that's close enough. It says, life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. By Albert Einstein. It says, keywords are integration, accomplishment, completion, wholeness, attainment, success with fulfillment, triumph, end of a cycle, world at your feet. And the meaning is, you want it all. You want material, spiritual, and emotional stability. You are ready for a new cycle to begin. You love change, new experiences, meeting new people, adventure, and travel. You love the exotic, faraway places and may be planning a trip in a far-off destination. You have brought to fruition the results of your hard efforts. It is the end of a personal cycle or project, fulfillment and contentment, a feeling of having the world at your feet, having your dreams come true, having peace of mind, finding contentment, counting your blessings, a successful outcome, and things moving forward into a new cycle are all possible. The world indicates the end of the world indicates the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new one. You may be afraid of change and of the unknown. Have you fully closed the door on the previous, or are there aspects from what has gone that you are still holding on to? Perhaps the old was comforting as it was known. However, it has ended, and now it's time to begin anew. What new adventures await? The world is your oyster and waiting for you to discover it. And the question that this card says, what sort of world have you been creating for yourself and others? In the affirmation to this card, it says, I am unique and special. I am a unique and special child of this world. And the task to this card says, reflect on your journey so far, on a phase of your life. How have you arrived at where you are today? And what lessons have you learned? Okay, so that was one of the tarot cards. And let me see what else we could get out. Let's see what other messages we have for the collective, for you viewer that's listening. And thank y'all very much for your views. I hope everybody's understanding that we have, I think it's 5 planets that are in retrograde right now. There's a whole bunch of them. Uranus is retrograde. Saturn is retrograde. The only ones that are not retrograde right now is Mercury. It just went direct. So I don't know how long it takes it to, get back on track and things to be going smoothly, but I know it's been really difficult for me having these planets in retrograde, and they're not going to be going direct until January the 28th, if I'm not mistaken. There's a few astrology people I listen to. Molly McCord is a good one. She used to be Wonder Girl. Now she's a ethereal. Oh gosh, I can't remember the name. And then we've got RIK. Astrology is Rick Astrology. And who else do I listen to? Is it Ethereal World? I can't remember what it, but she used to be Wonder Girl, so it might come up under her Wonder Girl Astrology. But I like listening to them because sometimes when I feel not so stable, it's got to do with the planets. But Venus is, and so is Mercury. So that's a good sign because Mercury is communication and the planet of your mind. Anyways, I'm not an astrologist, but I love to listen to them. They're really helpful sometimes. Okay, so we've got the High Priestess. The High Priestess is someone who just knows. She just knows things. She can feel it. She can feel the vibe. She can feel the emotions of other people. It's weird how she can catch on to stuff that's going around her. She doesn't really talk much. She just kind of knows and feels things. Very intuitive, the High Priestess. They say she's not much of a talker, that she doesn't talk much. She just knows. See what the guidebook says about the High Priestess. I love the crescent moon she's got on her. Can you see that? Okay. I think that looks so pretty. Then we've got the Emperor. So some of you guys might have an individual who's entrepreneur. Is that how you say it? He's got his own business. He's very well off. He's very secure. Knows how to run a business. Might have a business. The Emperor likes to be in control. Probably very in control of his emotions. He's not You know, the kind of person that, probably the kind of person that keeps a very good job. It's a boss-like type of person, the Emperor. Also somebody who's in control. Maybe you guys are feeling very in control, collective. Y'all are getting your, your ducks in a row, and you feel, so that we've got 2 major arcanas right now. Actually, 3 with the World that I had already pulled out. That one didn't come out of the deck. That one I just got on my own. I just pulled it out. But the King of Swords kind of looks like the Emperor one. I just looked at it. It didn't come out. That's a really pretty card. So this guy doesn't really show his emotions either. He's pretty cold and unemotional. The King of Swords. I'm going to try to be fast and get just one more card. Because High Priestess and the Emperor, those are some really good cards to come out, guys. Alright, that's good enough. The 4 of Cups. Okay? The 4 of Cups. Feeling like you're just kind of bored. She looks kind of bored there. Usually they have an offer that they're offering them, but not in this card. It's not showing that anybody's offering her a cup and she's not wanting to take it. Disinterested. She just looks kind of bored. But it means being disinterested in an offer that you... And at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Fool, a new beginning. Maybe some of you guys are going to start going to school, want to start going to school, want to start a new project, maybe a new, something new, something new that you're interested in doing and you want to start it. Or you're just taking a leap of faith with a new relationship, a new friendship. It doesn't always have to be a relationship. And matter of fact, I've always heard that having a friendship first before it becomes anything else is the best way to have something that's going to be long lasting, It won't be just sexually based. It'll be actually getting to know the person first. And a lot of relationships, when they're started off sexually based, they don't last. Because then the person just, when they see you, that's what they want to do. Because that's how you started it off. I can't remember where I heard that. But when you start off a relationship with just sex, then that's what the person wants. They don't want to go to the movies. They don't want to watch TV. They don't want to do anything. They just want to do that and only that. So be careful, ladies and guys, if that's how it starts. Because if you want something long-lasting, it's better off if you just started off as a friend. I mean, I'm not telling y'all what to do, but that would be a good way to know that you're keeping yourself secure from giving away your heart to someone who's just going to want to use you sexually, and nothing else. So the High Priestess says, intuition. Let me let y'all see it in case y'all want to read it on your own. And it says, intuition, clairvoyance, premonition, perceptivity, going within, hidden secrets, unconscious awareness, potential, trusting in inner wisdom. And the meaning says, trust your intuition, tap into your inner guidance system through relaxation and meditation. You may have to ask probing questions to get all the information you need. You might only discover the right questions to ask through meditation or by paying attention to your dreams. You may need to hold certain information that you have close to your chest, for now is not the right time to share. Are you in a situation or at a crossroads and don't know what to do? Listen to your gut feeling. What does it say? Our intuition always has the answers we seek, if only we can quiet the mind to listen. Some things are currently hidden to you. Something is going on below the surface, and you need to listen to your intuition and pay close attention to what your gut feelings are telling you about a situation. Do not make any decisions at this time, as you do not have all the facts. All will be revealed soon and provide you with an understanding of your situation. Be patient. I love her lipstick. I like the color of that lipstick. It's pretty. It's like a purple. Pretty, pretty purple. The question says, do you have the courage to trust yourself and your instincts? It looks so pretty on her white, pretty face. Do you have the courage to trust yourself and your instincts? Affirmation says, I invite guidance and clarity. So do you have courage to trust yourself and your instincts? Courage to trust yourself. Because when something's going on and you got to trust yourself, you got to have the courage to say, yes, this is what I'm feeling. This is what, my instincts are telling me. And then you go with it. I know I've faltered in that many times when I have an instinct and I brush it off. When it's very important that you try not to do that. It says, affirmation, I invite guidance and clarity. And the task says, today pay attention to the world around you. Look out for any signs or synchronicities and what they are telling you. Wow. Okay, and the Emperor. And that way we can learn this book together, guys. I'm learning it too. It says, this is for the Emperor. If your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, then you are a leader. That's beautiful. If your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, then you are a leader. John Adams. And the key word says control, dominance, energy, structure, stability, rules and power, fatherhood, authority, regulations, leadership, and protection. So maybe you guys are having these types of characteristics in your life right now. You want to go into a leadership role. You're being very protective. You're following rules. And anyways, it says the Emperor represents external power, strength, and presence without a need to be showy, to be a show-off. Someone with a strong personal code of honor who would do whatever it takes to protect his family and ensure that they are provided for. Wow. So you're providing for your family, making sure that everybody's okay, that falls underneath you, that, you have the authority over, your children, your wife, your husband, whatever. You're being protective of them. This is someone whom rules, discipline, and structure are very important. Rules, discipline, and structure are very important and are rigorously imposed on everyone else. If you are lacking in structure, and discipline, this means to take control and apply rules and regulations to areas of your life. You are being asked to look at how you use power, as it can be very easy to misuse it and force others to bend to your way of working. There is controlling out of fear and controlling out of love. So, if you're trying to control somebody because you want them to stay with you, or you want them to do what you want them to do out of fear, or controlling out of love, or trying to control them because you love them, you want them to be safe. Look very carefully at how you are coming across to others. Do you allow people to voice their opinions, or do you think your way is the right way? Allow others to be who they are. If something in your life is out of control, use the traits of the Emperor to regain it. The question says, where in your life are you lacking rules and structure? Affirmation, I assert healthy boundaries with respect and gentleness. And the task says, look at where you need to be more like the emperor. Having discipline, structure, rules. Try not to control others out of fear that you have, but controlling people out of love. And you shouldn't try to control people at all. I think I worded it wrong. I apologize. But that's what it says here. Controlling people out of fear and controlling out of love. So, rules and disciplines are good. And discipline. So the Four of Cups. It says, and here you'll get 2 pages. The Three of Cups and the Four of Cups. I hope that's clear enough. It says, most of us go through life not knowing what we want, but feeling darn sure this isn't it. So this card she doesn't know exactly what she wants, but she knows that whatever she's in, maybe there being lonely by herself, is something that she doesn't want. So it says, most of us go through life not knowing what we want, but feeling darn sure that this isn't it. And then somebody unknown wrote this. They didn't say who. Keywords, apathy, boredom, absorption, antisocial, can't be bothered, taking things for granted, unmotivated, stagnation, lacking emotional satisfaction. Someone who just doesn't want anything. They don't know what they want. They just want to be left alone. They don't have no motivation. They're bored. So there are people who are like that, The keywords, actually, I already read those. Meaning, this card can indicate boredom and discontent, feeling weary, fed up, or disinterested in events going on around them. They probably had quite a bit of things that were a little bit difficult that they had to go through or that they went through that's led them to feeling disinterested in events that are going around them. And it says, you may be stuck in a rut leading to self-pity. You could feel like you need to find your passion again. Sometimes I feel this card as when we meet somebody and you think that this is it, this is the person I want to be with. You get along, you have a lot of things in common, you like them, you think they like you, and then it all just goes to it just falls flat. You just fall flat on your face. You're like, what? What happened? I thought that was going pretty good. I thought it was going pretty good, and it doesn't work out. And I think this is how it leaves you, kind of not wanting anything because what you thought you wanted didn't work out. So you're like, what the heck? What's the point? So it says, you may be stuck in a rut leading to self-pity. You could feel like you need to find your passion again. This shows a mood of dissatisfaction and also of shutting out the rest of the world. Because you will do that. You will shut out people. You won't want to talk with anybody. You won't want to meet nobody. You won't want to go out to clubs or anywhere to meet anybody. You'll kind of just like those horses when they put those things on the side of their head where they don't want to see nothing. They don't want to see anybody. They just kind of have just look forward and don't pay attention to nobody else. But it says, be careful you don't dismiss something out of hand or miss an opportunity due to apathy or having closed yourself down, feeling as if there is no meaning or purpose to life. The Four of Cups can also indicate taking things for granted and therefore not recognizing something of value, even though it might be right under your nose. This can be a person or something material. The question is, do you trust yourself and your instincts? The affirmation says, there are opportunities wherever I look. And the task says, how about saying yes to every opportunity that comes your way today and see where it leads you? Wow. I hope I showed y'all the card. I think I did. Okay, so let's get some of these cards I pulled out. And I wanted to share them to you guys. I pulled it out for the reading. We've got angel, spiritual guidance, protection from harm. So you have an angel that's guiding you, that's giving you spiritual guidance, whether you believe it or not, guys, collective, you're being guided. You're being spiritually guided. And if you're listening to me, this is probably for you. This reading is probably for you. And as I'm saying this, you're probably saying, yes, I know I'm being guided. Because you'll know. Believe me, they believe you. Believe me, they make it really clear that they're telling you something. I mean, you'll read something, see something, someone will say something, and you'll be like, huh. You know, you can either feel it, or you've heard it before, or you've read it already, and then somebody else is saying it, and then, you know, you'll go somewhere else and you'll see something else or hear something else, and you'll just know that that's for you, that that's your spirit guides, your spiritual guidance that's taking place. And they're protecting you from harm. And chances are, if you're being spiritually guided, you're being protected as well. Great happiness, the harp. And they want you to be happy. Dealings or relationship with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. A fair man. Apple. Temptation will test you. I. Psychic ability. Trust your intuition. You're having some psychic ability at this time, so trust your intuition. Let's get a few of these cards, okay, and see what comes up for you guys that are watching me, that are joining us in this reading. And I hope y'all like the reading. I hope it's been useful in some form or another. It's something that you needed to hear, something that your guardian angels and God, your spirit team wanted you to hear. Scales. Keep your life in balance. This came out for another friend of mine that I did a reading for just last night. She got that one. Claw. Be careful. Do not take risks. She got this one too. Yes, she did. There's confirmation. And I wish some new ones could come out. Feather. Someone you know is undependable and insincere. Wow. Spear. Heartache over what you no longer have. Wow. Wait a minute. There we go. Heartache over what you no longer have. Maybe some of you guys are going through a heartache over someone you don't have anymore. You've broken up with them. They broke up with you. We've got peacock. Beware of great pride. Tree. Affairs with your family. And in the month of July, it says, fly. A period of ill health and depression. Oh, I hope my collective's not going through this, but if it is, if you are, Look for some, I always go to the internet and look for discard among friends or family. Discord amongst friends or family. I always look for home remedies on stuff that I know that if I'm aware that I have something, I try to look for home remedies. So I also want to let y'all know that I have been using the Mazola oil, and it's helped me out so much, ladies and guys that listen to me. You know, I'm not telling y'all to use it, but I'm just saying I find it to be a whole lot better than vegetable oil, and it cooks just the same, guys. So anyways, in case somebody wants to use that suggestion, if not, that's okay. Pig, beware of greed. Beware of greed, guys. Beware of wanting more and more and more and more and more. Wealth. Ooh, this is a good one. Of course, it didn't come out. I just seen it at the bottom of the deck, but I was already going to stop shuffling. So maybe you guys are coming into wealth. That's beautiful. So, anyhow, let's read one of these cards that I had pulled out. 22. Okay? That's a beautiful card. I can't wait to get some brown boots like those. I think they're so pretty. I think they're brown. They look brown. And then I've got this one, number 15. I'll read this one too. Okay. I hope you guys don't mind all my reading. I just find it so interesting. One of these days I'm going to pull out quite a bit of tarot and not so much of the reading, okay? As soon as I get the green light to do that. I wanted to do it today, but I said, no, let me just stick to the normal stuff. I'm always trying to change things around. That's just, I don't know what it is with me. The word plenty. This is plenty. The card plenty. The name of this card is plenty. The word plenty has two meanings. It means having enough abundance that you can share it freely with happy generosity. And plenty means sufficient. You have all you need and no desire for more. When you feel a lack of plenty, consider both definitions. There's a level of neediness where no matter how abundant your life is, it never feels like enough. Do you really need more? Or do you already have plenty? And then it says the light for this card, for the positive possibilities, the light meaning of this card, which is the positive possibilities, says be content with what you have and share with those less fortunate. Wow, that's beautiful. So if you have plenty, be content with what you have and then share with those less fortunate. And then the dark side, which is the challenges and warnings, says trying to buy happiness only lasts until the newness of the purchase wears off. And that is the truth. Trying to buy happiness only lasts until the newness of the purchase wears off. Wow. Number 15. Oh, let me show it to you guys. I'm guilty of that. Of buying something and then you buy it and then you want something else. So this one is called The Call. The Call. And it says, each person has a special calling, something they were born to do or be. Not everyone heeds that call, of course. You may have been avoiding yours for years. You may have created a comfortable life that doesn't make a lot of demands on you. or you may be reluctant to try out your talents for fear of failing. A true calling can't be denied, and yours is getting louder and louder. It might have something to do with your career, but it could just as easily have to do with matters of the heart, or the arts, or any of a million other ways you express who you are. The light, I want to learn how to say it. The light for positive possibilities. The light, the meaning of I can't say it. For positive possibilities, the light of this card says, a seed of creativity is about to burst into bloom. A seed of creativity is about to burst into bloom. And then the dark, for the dark of this card, for the challenges and warnings. The challenge to this card and the warning of this card says something you're already doing needs more dedicated attention. So something you like to do, something that you're doing, something that you want to do, but this says something that you're already doing needs more attention. Maybe a certain partner of yours, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, a new friend, you name it. It can be a million possibilities. A job, a project that you're working on needs more dedicated attention. That what it said? Let's see. Which one was it again? 15. I forgot. Something you're already doing needs more dedicated attention. Yep. Okay, guys. I hope y'all liked it. Oh, here's my spirit, my postcard from Spirit that I always read. Well, I don't always read it, but I'm going to read it today. Okay. Tonight, actually. It says, Dearest you, a rigid branch breaks under strong winds, yet flexible seaweed survives powerful ocean swells. Right now, we gently remind you that being flexible is a good choice. Hold on, guys, 1 second. I apologize. Okay, it was 4727. A cute little number to stop on. Okay, it's this thing's getting so uncomfortable. I'm gaining so much weight, but that's okay. The astrology lady I was listening to, I think it was Molly McCord. Who said it? I can't remember who said it. I listened to several of them. She said that when Venus, she is the planet of, the planet of abundance, the planet of overindulgence. Overindulgence. And so when it's in a certain sign, it makes that person overindulge. And I have been overindulging, I would say. I do say, I must say. So, but it's okay, it is what it is. Sometimes we gain weight, sometimes we lose weight. We just gotta, go with the flow. And actually it's gonna go with what this card says too, right here that I just said. But anyways, it says, yet flexible seaweed survives powerful ocean swells. Right now, we gently remind you that being flexible is a good choice when faced with life's challenges. Surrender your fixed ideas to Spirit, who knows what is in your highest good and can deliver to you what you need in the appropriate form. In this moment, rather than fighting or being too sure of your way working out, be a little looser and allow for another outcome. Compromise can be the best way forward if you are to learn new ways of doing and seeing. So compromising, guys. Sometimes we want a certain way, how we want it. Anyways, let me keep reading. Compromise can be the best way forward if you are to learn new ways of doing and seeing. Stay aware curious and teachable. Stay aware, curious and teachable. Be curious of a different way of doing something, or a different way of something happening, of something coming to be. It says, take life on life's terms. Your purpose may push you in a direction not on your map. Let it be. Or it says, no, my bad. It says, let it. Your purpose may push you in a direction not on your map. Let it. So it's not on your map what it's trying to do, your purpose. It's not on how you were planning on doing it, on how you had thoughts of making it happen. So it says, your purpose may push you in a direction not on your map. Let it. Be so flexible that no storm can uproot you. In the end, you will still be rooted in the world, in abundance, and you will indeed experience the beauty that is yours. In the end, you will still be rooted in the world, in abundance, and you will indeed experience the beauty that is yours. So no matter what, no matter how it happens, try not to just be so set on doing it a certain way, because sometimes, I know from experience, we try to do something our way over and over and over and over and over again, and it keeps on not working out. It keeps on just making you fall flat on your face, the way we want to do it. And then when we finally let it go and let it be, and be flexible to how the world, the universe, God, life wants it to happen, it's actually the better way than how you wanted it to go. So it says, and you will indeed experience the beauty that is yours. It was going to be yours anyways, but sometimes when we want something to happen our way, we have to be flexible and not be so stubborn in wanting it our way, because sometimes our way is not going to be the right way. I hope you guys liked it. We love you so much. It's from your spirit team. This is so you can read it and meditate on it on your own. Because sometimes I start talking and maybe it interrupts your frame of thought as I'm reading it to you guys. I apologize. And then sometimes it helps others. So I don't know. But compromise can be the best way forward if you are to learn new ways of doing and seeing. And sometimes the universe just makes us, because like I said, you do it your way and it keeps on falling apart, not the way you planned it to be. We've got this card blossoming. I just wanted to show y'all. Maybe on my next reading, I will, if not wanting to focus, I apologize. I don't know why. There it is. I thought that looked so pretty, blossoming. Look at all the flowers. Okay. All right. That's enough. Thank you guys for listening. At least I didn't go over an hour like the other ones. I wish y'all health, happiness, and abundance. God is still opening doors for you daily. Take care. Thank y'all so much for joining me. Thank you. And if you like the reading, please click on the like button if you wish to do so. And subscribe if you're being led. Subscribe to my channel. I'd love to have you as a part of the Spirit Guided Oracle team. And it was just $54.34. So take care, guys. May God help you with all your plans. May they succeed. May anything that you put into action prosper. and succeed. So take care. Peace, love, and light, guys. I'll see y'all on my next reading, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful in some way, at least to give you courage and to, you know, I don't know what else to say. I should have just said goodbye. But anyways, take care. God bless y'all. I'll see y'all on my next reading. Bye-bye.